My life, like many of yours, is filled with lots of wonderful things to include working, writing, creating, gardening, exercising, and cooking. Yes, cooking. I'm on a mission to change the way we see, experience, and relate to food. So, would you like to join me at the table? Welcome back to my Sankofa table. I am your host, Tia Capers, and on this program, we focus all things health and wellness. Today, I am standing in the backyard of health coach Maiya of Hale Legacy. Give it up for this beautiful artwork, okay? This beautiful work behind me was done by a local artist in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. She goes by Dari Calamari, so y'all look her up, but take a look at this. I mean, give it up for the beautiful abstract work on the back of this fence. So, at any rate, today I'm going to be speaking with Coach Maiya of Hale Legacy, and today we're going to talk all things health and wellness. Of course, we're going to maybe do a little bit of exercising, maybe, and if we have time, we're going to make a chickpea chicken salad. Okay, so if that's something you guys are interested in, then stay tuned, stick around, and when we come back, we'll be chopping it up with Coach Maiya of Hale Legacy. Stay tuned. Hey family, thanks for tuning in and thanks for your continued support of my Sankofa table. Be sure to tune in every second Saturday of the month at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will see you at the table. Bye. Hey family, thanks for coming back. And I meant to say Happy New Year or Happy Fiscal New Year to you all. I typically celebrate my New Year in April or March, April, sometime in the spring, but Happy New Year. Thank you guys for coming back. As you know, we now air every second Saturday of the month, same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today I have the pleasure of speaking with Coach Maiya of Hale Legacy. So welcome, Coach Maiya, to my Sankofa table.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself. I was going to tell the people, but I'll let you tell them.
Well, again, my name is Coach Maiya with Hale Legacy Health Coaching and Fitness. I am a registered clinical exercise physiologist.
Ooh.
Big title. All it really means is that I'm passionate about helping people get to where they want to be in their health.
Okay.
So, and as a certified health coach, I help you find the tools, plan realistic goals to get you from where you are to where you want to be.
I like that. Realistic goals, people. That means your goal, not
not
doesn't have
somebody
to look
else's.
at somebody else's.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So tell us so your company is Hale Legacy.
That's right.
So how did you come up with that name?
So I don't know if you're familiar with the word Hale. It's not used so much in today's language.
Okay.
But it's derived from a word Hale, Old English.
Wait, not H-E-L-L.
H-A-L-E.
Okay.
And really that means strength, vitality. It means free from illness and disease.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we want to live a Hale life,
Right.
live a Hale legacy. So that's where
Okay.
that comes from. We're handing down. We're
Okay.
handing down a legacy of health and
Nice.
strength.
I like that.
Free
I've never
from
thought
disease.
about it in that way, hand down.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people tell us that diseases are hereditary. But I guess what we forget is that we continue on the same practices that, our elders, have
Absolutely.
carried out when it comes to eating, when it comes to exercising or not exercising.
Mhm.
So that's awesome.
We're handing down a legacy
Yeah.
of living healthy.
See? Okay, so give us a little background of how you became interested in like health and wellness, because I know you've been on this journey for quite some time.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I've always loved health and fitness. I've always had a passion for helping people and found a profession where I could merge the two together.
Okay.
And so I went to school at undergrad and got a bachelor's in exercise sports science.
Okay.
And was really working towards helping people who are sick, people who are injured. And then I had this epiphany moment where why don't we teach people about prevention?
Okay.
How about we educate people? And so
Right.
that's when I went to grad school and became a registered clinical exercise physiologist. So I can educate people with hypertension, high blood pressure,
Right.
diabetes, and
Wow.
teach them a different way of living,
Okay.
behavior change.
Right.
So
And make it a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we promote here on my Sankofa
Absolutely.
table.
It's a
Not
lifestyle.
just to, engage in some diet, some fly-by-night something,
Fad.
but to have it to be a part of our everyday lives.
That's
part
what
of our
it's about.
journey, right? Because we want to be around. And we want to be around in healthy ways. We don't want to be, at the park with the grandkids or the kids and we can't, really move, can't really engage. We want to pay on the healthy end.
Exactly. We
Awesome.
don't realize how much of life we're really missing
Right.
by not being at our optimal health.
Right.
That's why I'm sure, I'm living. So a lot of times we're just
Right.
surviving, right? But are you living? Are you
Right.
living this life? Are you getting on the roller coasters? Are you
Right.
playing at the park? Are you tying your shoes without having to, catch your breath when you bend over?
Yeah.
So
Wow,
are
that's
you
an
living?
interesting way to look at it, because we're all in life, but how are we showing up in life? Wow, that's awesome. Well, I really thought you were going to touch on you being a veteran as well.
I am.
Okay.
I spent 5 years in our military in the U.S. Navy.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And so in that time, I worked in the recovery room. I saw everybody that came out post-surgery, so gastric bypasses,
Oh gosh.
amputations from diabetes complications. I
Wow.
took care of all that. So that's when I was like,
Wait, so even in the military, we have some people with unhealthy practices and disease and
so
different
military
things.
healthcare takes care of dependents too. So it may not have been the service member, but their wives, their kids, if they're in that healthcare system.
Their legacy.
Exactly, their legacy.
Wow, so that's how it shows up, because even if you're healthy, you still want to make an example for others around you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you want to lead by example. Yeah, we can talk about health and wellness all day
All
long,
day
but if
long.
we're not practicing it ourselves and sharing different, ways of being healthy and, being on this journey and this lifestyle, wow, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, so I also wanted to ask you, like in terms of health coaching, when we hear the word health coaching, what really is that?
So a lot of people don't realize that health coaching is an actual profession.
Okay.
So it's not just someone who tells you what to do. In actuality, health coaches who are certified, I'm nationally board certified, we don't give you, a role plan, this is what you have to do, because we understand that each individual, they're their own expert. You know your body, you know your life better than anybody else,
Okay,
right?
right.
So a lot of times we know what to do, we just don't know how to do it. Everyone knows you shouldn't lay on the couch and eat a whole bag of chips or a whole box of Doritos or cookies.
Plantain chips, that's my guilty pleasure.
So we know we shouldn't do that. It's the act of how do we change the behavior? And that's where your health coach comes in to partner with you on the journey, to set those realistic goals to move you from where you are to where you'd like to be in your health.
To a better place.
So I'm always going to ask that first question when I meet with somebody: what matters most to you?
Okay, what is their goal?
What's your mission?
Yeah.
What's your purpose? Before we even get to goals,
Wow.
why are you here and what's important? Why do you even want to make a change? Why is it worth it to make a change? That's the first question I ask. Because many of my patients, they come to me from their doctor sends them, this person needs to be fixed. We don't believe that people need to be fixed.
Okay.
We believe that individual, maybe they're not taking their medications, maybe their blood pressure's high because something else is going on. So we're going to find out what else is going on.
Okay.
Maybe it's a stressful relationship. We're going to work on
Underlying
that
stuff, the root of it.
We get to the root.
Okay, nice. So does health coaching work the same as fitness coaching?
It's different. So a fitness coach may be credentialed, they may not be.
Okay.
And they're going to work on your exercise. They may have input about, nutrition, but that's not their scope of practice.
Okay.
So we want to find providers, individuals that stay within their scope of practice who are certified, and health coach will look at the stress, we'll look at the sleep, we'll look at, your relationships and how those are contributing. We'll look at if you're a tobacco user and what does that look like to quit and how will that benefit your health.
Yeah.
We're looking at you as a whole person because you are a whole person.
Right. Okay. So now at Hell Legacy, you guys do health coaching.
Yes.
And you also do fitness coaching.
Yes,
and I know you have classes too. So tell us about some of those classes that you offer.
Yes. So some of the classes are really just designed to bring down that price point a little bit. So maybe you have hypertension, you have high blood pressure, but you also know your family has high blood pressure. And you want to sit down as a group and say, we're tackling this as a family so that we can leave a better legacy for the next generation. So I'll do small groups with individuals with maybe a common goal, maybe to reduce, their diabetes risk, or to reduce blood pressure, or maybe a whole group of people that are, using tobacco, they all want to quit together.
Okay, this could be co-workers, this could be neighbors, this could be family members, this could be church members, this could be any organization. So that's awesome that people can get together and do this together. Because sometimes when you're doing it alone, it's a little harder to kind of stay focused or, engaged or motivated. But when you're doing it with a group, you can hold each other accountable.
You said it right there.
Yeah.
So a lot of people start things and they don't finish because they don't have the accountability.
Yeah,
Health
that's
coaching
me.
gives you the accountability. And it's not like a drill sergeant that you have to report to. It's a partner, a true partner on the journey. So you're going to want to tell your friend, like, this is where I'm struggling, and your health coach will work with you to get over those challenges.
Right. and to stay consistent.
Exactly.
So you don't fall off, fall on, because I'm in the comfort of my home. So it's like, I'm going to do those squats tomorrow. And then tomorrow turns into next week and then next month. And it's like, oh, okay, well, like this is the new year. So I know just like you guys, I too have set goals, but, and we're in the new year, 2023. So this is a great time. This is why I wanted to talk to you now, because this is a great time when people have set some of those resolutions, if you will, to really hear a little bit more about their health and wellness. I mean, if not now, then when, So is there anything else you want to share with us about your journey or health legacy?
Just want to let everyone know that health coaching is for everyone. It's not just if you have a weight loss goal. It's not just if you have a chronic disease. It's for men, it's for women, it's for children, it's for families. Anyone can benefit from a health coach.
I think sometimes when we hear health coach, we think it's somebody that may be overweight or it may be an adult, but just like you said, even children, because as we see, a lot of our children are heavier than when we were younger. I won't tell my age, well, y'all already know. But and don't let Maiya fool you now, because she looks 19, but she's not 19. But I'm not going to tell her age.
I'm
but she
41.
She looks marvelous for her age, and this is all part of it. You got to take care of your body if you want it to show up for you later. Because we're all on a journey, so it's like, what part of the journey do you want to be on? You want to be on a healthier end or a not so healthy, sick end? So we have to choose.
And I tell people all the time, you can't plan for being old when you're old.
No.
So it starts now.
Yeah.
You're taking the steps now so that when you do age, because it's inevitable, right? That you have the strength that you need then.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. So with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break. And if we have time, which I think we do, Coach Maiya is going to show us some basic exercise things that we can do, maybe incorporate, so if you're not ready for the health coaching, it's still some things that we can be doing now. Like, you don't have to wait for the perfect time, perfect situation, the perfect person to come in your life. It's some things we can just motivate our own selves because we know we need to do it. And even if we start off small, and then just kind of elevate and graduate from there, you got to start somewhere and, and go from there. So we'll be right back, and Coach Maiya and Coach Maiya will be showing me, because I'm not a health coach.
We'll do it together.
So she'll show us a few, general things that we can do now. Okay, so stay tuned.
See you soon.
Thanks. So welcome back to my Sankofa table. I'm still here in the backyard of Coach Maiya, and I'm ready, y'all. I got my water, okay? I got my ankle weights. I'm probably not gonna put these on, but I just want to show you guys. There's a bunch of things out there on the market to help you as you're preparing your fitness regimen. I have a weight here, so this is kind of easy to hold. I think this is 5 pounds. And I also have some weights here, and these are like probably a pound or 2 each. Coach Maiya has a jump rope. So hey, get your fitness gear, or not, okay? But these are some tools that'll help you. So, all right, Coach Maiya, so what can you show us that, it's kind of easy, something we could do at home? We don't have to go to the gym, be intimidated, none of that. Don't have to buy any of this equipment, just something we can do that's kind of easy breezy.
So this is easy. The thing that we all have is our own body weight. Okay. So don't ever underestimate the power of body weight exercises.
Okay.
You're always with yourself.
Right.
You don't need to leave the house.
Yeah.
You can stay at home and work your body using your own weight. So, for instance, we'll start with squats.
Okay.
So squats are important to remember proper body mechanics, meaning we don't want you to get hurt. We don't want you to have an injury doing squats. So squats, naturally, you're going to sit back like you're sitting in a chair. So I have this behind me. Pretend like you're going to sit in a chair. Your knees always want to be over your ankles.
Okay.
So we're going to scooch our bottom side back. Yep. Knees over ankles. Your chest is always up. And you're going to go down as far as you can. Ooh. Okay? If you start to feel a little pain, a little twinge in your knees, then that's your stopping point. Then you come back up. You're squeezing your glutes together, so your bottom side together as you come up. Go back down again.
I always forget that part.
Yeah, and you're squeezing. So this can also be an ab exercise.
I can feel that it's working some muscles back here.
Oh, yeah.
I just do the squats, but
Yep. And you're squeezing squeezing up.
Okay.
And so I always, tell people, if you have a chair behind you, sometimes it's easier because you can even just sit down and stand up.
Okay.
Sit down and stand up. So whatever's easier for you.
Okay, and so now you would recommend doing how many reps of that?
So I would start between 8 and 10. So do it between 8 and 10 times. If you can do that 2 times a day, maybe 8 to 10 in the morning, 8 to 10 in the evening.
Okay.
If you want to work up to 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night.
So we'll do 8 to 10 3 times consecutively?
3 times a day.
Oh.
So the thing I like to teach people about exercise, some people think they don't have time. Really, you have to get it in where you fit in.
Yeah.
So look for those windows of opportunity. If you know that you can squeeze in 10 squats in the morning and you can't do it again until lunchtime because life is busy, then wait till lunch to do 10 more. You don't have to cram it in an hour or 30 minutes. You squeeze it in when you can get in, and we're looking for a cumulative effect for exercise.
Okay. And now I'll tell you a secret. A lot of times I forget to do my squats, and I say I'm going to do the squats before I get my shower because I don't want to get sweaty or anything. I do them in the shower.
There you go.
So I'm in the shower. I'm like, it won't take me no time to just bang out 10 squats, and I do 3 sets of 10.
There you go.
In the shower, and it's a great feeling, y'all. I know it sounds weird, but in the shower, I'm in there working it out sometimes.
Also, what are you doing when you're waiting on your food in the microwave?
Yeah.
Or on the stove? What could you be doing? How could you be using that time while you're waiting in line at the grocery store? Would that be a time to do some calf raises? So coming up on your toes, that works the bottom of your leg muscles.
I do those in the shower too sometimes, and then sometimes I do my side.
Exactly.
I don't have the weights, but like you said, my body,
your body weight
is my weight. So
so like she's
I'll
doing,
get that in because we have that little extra stuff on the side. And honey, as much as I like to go to the beach, I don't want that hanging out. So I try to remember that.
Yes, to tighten that core. And so another thing people always ask, how can I tighten my core? How can I strengthen my abs? I always say a 6-pack is made in the kitchen, so you got to watch what you're eating. That's how you get a 6-pack.
Okay, that's a good tip, y'all.
6-pack is made in the kitchen.
Okay.
The other rule of thumb, you don't have to get on the ground to do ab exercises. So if you were to stand with your hands behind your head like this, you can do kind of like a crunches, only standing up. So alternating your arms and legs, you're reaching that elbow to the knee, and you're essentially doing crunches, only you're standing up.
Okay.
So if you've got back problems, knee problems, and it makes it difficult for you
to
get on the ground.
Wow, I can feel that stretch.
Yep, you're doing your crunches.
Wow.
Just like that.
Wow. And so for that, you would recommend doing like how many? 8 to 10, same thing?
Absolutely. You can
8 to 10
you can
rule?
alternate. Yep.
Okay.
Maybe do, 8 to 10 that way. 3 times a day while you're waiting on your food.
Okay.
Any time of day.
Okay. Anything for our arms?
Yes.
Because I'm a woman of a certain age, so sometimes we get a little, I'm vegan and all, but hey, I got some stuff I'm working on too.
So what's good for that part, and also I've heard a lot of women, a lot of my patients talk about, the back fat, right?
Okay, yeah.
So what you're going to do is arm circles. So arm circles, just like it sounds, your arms are straight out, and you can do big or small rotations, and really when you're doing these, you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. So I want you to feel it.
I didn't think about squeezing.
Yep. You're squeezing that together.
That's like doing 2 things at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's great for your upper back, that part where your bra goes, you want to get that back fat. That's what's going to do it.
And then do you rotate the
and then
other
you
way?
Can go forward, and this helps to loosen your shoulder joints, helps to strengthen your arms, helps with toning your shoulders.
Okay.
So you can do those while you're waiting on your food again.
And just think now, if you're not in the shower like me, and you're just out in your house somewhere or outside or whatever, you can put the weights on to give you a little bit more, so you can tone a little bit more.
That's right. Yeah. You're watching TV instead of just sitting on the couch.
You could be doing something constructive,
something productive, right?
All right. So you've shown us arms, core
and legs.
Legs. Hey, I think we're ready.
Yes.
So, with that being said, thank you for sharing that with us. We're going to take that to heart. Aren't we going to take that to heart?
Yes.
Of course, we're going to take that to heart. And we're going to get off the couch and we're going to start moving around, right? Because we want to be around for a very long time.
Yes.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. And stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to be in the kitchen, okay? And we're going to whip up that chicken or chickpea chicken salad, because it's mid-morning, y'all, and it's about lunchtime. So stick around. Thanks. Welcome back to my Sankofa table. I am still here in the home of Maiya Keeling of Hail Legacy, And we have already talked everything, I guess health and wellness, health coaching, fitness and everything. So now, because it's mid-morning, it's lunchtime, y'all. So today, we're gonna prepare a simple, what I call like a chickpea chicken salad, okay? So, and keep in mind, this is like really simple. And in the interest of time, I've already cut up a lot of the stuff, so everything's already ready. So for starters, I've already crushed up, mashed up some chickpeas. I just took 2 cans of organic chickpeas, crushed those up, and then I made some vegan mayonnaise. So I made some avocado mayonnaise. So I took 1 avocado and I took just a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, and I did season this. I put a little bit of water too to kind of thin it out and make sure to whip up. So I put this in a food processor. I put a little sea salt, onion powder, and parsley, I think.
Smells good.
Thank you. So and you know, at home, y'all, most of the time I just mash up an avocado and keep it moving. And so I also have already cut up some onions and peppers and celery. So I used the red onion, I used the red bell pepper, green and yellow. And I do have some cut up apples here. They start to turn brown a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna eat them anyway. I did put a little lime juice on them, but they did turn brown. And I mixed up a little seasoning. Now you guys know I always talk about mixing up your own concoction of seasoning. So this is already ready. I put some sea salt in here. I put a little bit of the Ethiopian Berber spice I'm always talking about. I put some parsley. I put just a tad bit of sage, and I put some onion powder. And I think I may have put a little bit of basil. But hey, it's your seasoning blend. Work it how you want to. So we have that. And for our, when we put our sandwich together, we're gonna use some rye bread that I have here. So I have some rye bread that I just picked up from the store. Normally I eat spelt bread, but this was a rye bread that I thought I would try out. And I have some hydroponic lettuce here, so we'll use that. And I have some Dijon mustard. So, have you ever prepared this, Maya?
I have not, so I'm excited.
Oh, good, good. So I just kind of treat it like a traditional, you know, because I haven't always been vegan. So I just treat it like a traditional chicken salad. So today I don't have grapes, but when I used to make chicken salad, I would put grapes in there. I couldn't find any organic or seeded, so I didn't get them. I couldn't wrap my brain around getting them, but I wanted them. And also you can put almonds in here. Some people do cherries, some people do cranberries. I've done walnuts, but today we're gonna do apples. So it's other alternatives. Some people, you can use a vegan mayonnaise if you don't want to mix up the avocado mayonnaise. You can use any kind of bread. You can use a wrap. You can use crackers. So this is a great alternative for lunch or a heavy snack.
Versatile.
Yeah, so it really is. So you have any questions?
I'm excited. Let's do this.
All right. So if you will, go ahead and dump in the onions and peppers and celery.
Adding this in here.
Yes. And then we can add in the apples. All right. And then you can probably give that a little mix. And I'll add in some of this seasoning blend while you're mixing that up. And believe it or not, guys, the last thing to add would just be the mayonnaise. And that's it. Or the avocado mayonnaise is what we have here today.
I love how colorful it
is. It is. If you want to hold it up and show it to the camera so the folk at home can see that we're eating with our eyes. Okay?
Right,
we're absolutely eating with our eyes, and we're getting in some healthy, good stuff with all of the beautiful colors and everything. And this is something, yep, absolutely. And this is something we can eat year round. You know, I know right now it's winter, but it's okay because lunchtime or snack time, you know, it happens all seasons. So, all right, so now we'll take and put in some of the mayonnaise while Maya's mixing. We'll put the mayonnaise in. Hopefully we got enough. I only mashed up 1 avocado, so I think that was good enough. All right. And believe it or not, guys, if you wanted to also take the same concoction, you can also make like a tuna salad. So if you were gonna do tuna, you would pretty much do the same thing. And the only difference would be is that you would probably use something like Old Bay, you know, and maybe lemon pepper seasoning to give it that kind of like seafood taste. I've also used, I guess in the past, I've used like some of the seaweed flakes. Okay. And you can crush up some of that in there and it'll give it that fish taste. So it's the exact same recipe, it's just using different seasonings. Yep. And oh man, that looks so good.
It really does.
And y'all, it smells amazing. So, wow. All right.
It's very filling too.
Oh yeah. And this is just 2 cans. Two cans of chickpeas. Wow. This is getting ready to feed about 5 or 6 of us. Yeah, it really is. And you can refrigerate it. You know, you can take it to lunch. You can eat at room temperature, of course. You know, of course, we're going to refrigerate it if we have any left over. If we have any left over. That's a big if. All right, so we have that all together. So I will take a plate here and put this bread on here. And we'll start getting our bread together. I have a little bit of the Dijon mustard that I'm going to put on here. And then I'm going to take, and I forgot the tomatoes. So you can also add sliced tomatoes to this sandwich.
Okay.
And we'll take a little piece of the lettuce.
You could also do a lettuce wrap.
You could do a lettuce wrap if you want to skip the bread altogether. It's a great alternative. And I know we're always trying to find ways to, you know, substitute. And without compromising our taste, right? Because we eat because we like eating. So you can go ahead and you can get your own lettuce since I already touched that.
Okay, that's okay.
Get your own lettuce.
All right, I'll grab this.
All right. And I'm just gonna take and scoop some of this on here, and I'm gonna bring it over so you guys can get a good look at it. And I'll just pretend that I have the tomatoes on here that I don't have. So here we go. Look at there.
Amazing.
You can toast the bread if you'd like, you know. And so if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna take a bite of this. While Maya's getting hers together, I'm gonna go ahead and start eating. Oh, that's so delicious. That's so good, y'all.
Wow.
And a lot of times I eat 1 piece of bread, but feel free, if you guys feel like you want 2 pieces, hey, go for it.
Do it.
You can also use paprika, garnish it with something, but this is phenomenal. This is so good.
Very good. Very good. Love the onions and the sweetness of the apples.
This is a winner, y'all. Y'all show up to the cookout or picnic with this, winning. And you've only used a handful of ingredients, and it's a healthy alternative. So, thank you guys for sticking around. If you don't mind, Maya and I are gonna take a lunch break. Bye.
Bye. Very
nice, so good.